Ready, Judge.
All right, it is 9:32 a.m., the 15th day of March, Friday morning. We'll bring this special session of Somervell County Commissioners Court to order. Let the record show, Jeff Harris, Richard Talavera, Danny Chambers, Wade Bush are all present. Tammy Ray is absent today. First item on our agenda is awards and accommodation presentation by Somervell County Sheriff's Office. So, Sheriff, you and Jeff and Dwayne, whatever y'all need to handle this, you take over.
Thank you, sir. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I'd like to welcome the family here. If y'all would like to come up here, you want to, Steph? Or? Kiddos. Family court audience, today we gather with heavy hearts to honor a memory of a true hero, a dedicated officer who served this community with unwavering courage and commitment. It is with profound respect and gratitude that we possibly promote Sergeant Stephen Gibson to the rank of captain. Sergeant Gibson exemplified the finest qualities of law enforcement: integrity, bravery, and selfishness. His dedication to the duty was unparalleled, and his sacrifice will forever be etched in our hearts and minds. As we present this badge of honor to his family, we want you to know that Sergeant Gibson's legacy will live on in our hearts of the Sheriff's Office for our history. His leadership, his courage, his unwavering commitment to the safety of others will continue to inspire us all. Though he may no longer walk among us, his spirit remains with us, guiding and protecting us in our mission to serve and protect. Let us never forget the sacrifice he made, and let us honor his memory by continuing the noble work to which he dedicated his life. To the family of Sergeant Gibson, we offer our deepest condolences and our eternal gratitude. May you find solace in the knowledge that his service and sacrifice will never be forgotten. Thank you.
Why don't we all rise, give a moment for thank you. Thanks, Sheriff. Thank you. All right, Alan, I think we're back to you for a couple of other accommodations.
Yes, sir. It seems like when tragedy hits, crime and everything has not stopped, which has been good for our mindsets. It's keeping our officers busy and keeping them, in their bounds and doing what we're supposed to be doing. But we've had a few life-saving awards, some going above and beyond. Things have been happening since December, or actually since November. And first I want to recognize a couple of the jailers that are. Willard, if you'll come on up. You know as well as I do, Court, the jail can be one of our most dangerous issues we have in running and operation for the county security and liabilities. And these two I'd like to recognize. On February 9th, 2024, Correction Officer Woolert and Underhill were on shift in the Somervell County Jail. At approximately 9:55, Underhill conducted a mandatory walkthrough cell check. While checking single cells, noticed a paper had been placed on the observation window of one of the cells and opened the door to check on the status of the inmate. Upon inspection, quickly noticed that the inmate was unresponsive. They had observed the inmate to be in grave condition and had some incident that was going on, and they promptly notified EMS, got the individual down, and contacted deputies for help. Underhill continued life-saving measures until EMS could arrive. EMS, Somervell County deputies arrived, took the inmate to the ER, and the inmate was saved. Underhill and Willard's attention to duty and their quick actions most definitely saved the inmate's life and could have, and I'd like to commend them for their actions. Thank you for your service.
Thank y'all very much.
Thank you.
We appreciate it.
One of our dispatchers was not able to be here today, spring break, but we still want to recognize her in public, and we'll follow up with her later. November 18th, 2023, Diane Backus came to work like any other day. On this day, about 10:10 a.m., she got a call from a male subject who advised he had just shot his mother and was dead. Living in a small town, you know who these people are and who is calling, and this time was no different. Diane dispatched appropriately the personnel to the call in a timely manner. In the back of her head, she was worried about the safety of the deputies and the EMS staff she had dispatched to the location, knowing what the scene would be like when they arrived. Diane called the male subject back to make sure that he was not holding a weapon and told him to walk outside with his hands up in the air to meet the deputies when they arrived on the location. Diane continued to remain calm and relay information to responding units to ensure everyone's safety and welfare. Diane was the only dispatcher working that morning, knew the people involved, and answered several other calls for service while remaining calm, professional the entire time. Your efforts are recognized and appreciated, and you're a valued member of this office. With the great honor, we would like to present Diane with this Meritorious Service Award. And so she's not here, but we'll get that to her. And the final one we had this morning, and he worked last night. He was going to try to be here, but then wasn't feeling well, is a life-saving award. This is presented to Robert Thompson. Thompson was clearly displaying exceptional knowledge and skills and abilities while responding to a female who was unconscious and unresponsive due to an overdose of illegal narcotics. Deputy Thompson realized the severity and grave danger the female was in due to her extreme shallow breathing, low heart rate, and unconscious state. Deputy Thompson immediately assessed the victim and started life-saving efforts. Deputy Thompson provided immediate first aid and field stabilizing techniques, including administering Narcan, until the responding medical units could arrive. Deputy Thompson's effort greatly increased the female's chance of survival. If not for Deputy Thompson's immediate actions, it is more likely than not the female victim would have died. Deputy Thompson's actions bring great credit upon himself and the Somervell County Sheriff's Office. Thank you for providing your service to Somervell County. It is great with honor we present this life-saving award to Robert Thompson. Judge, I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank all y'all for everything.
Yes.
That all y'all do. Dispatchers, jailers, administrative, deputies, everybody and everybody. We appreciate it. All right, anything else at all on that, Sheriff?
No, sir.
You good with that one? Okay, well, thank y'all. We'll move on to item number 2. Discuss take action on Texas Peace Officers Memorial on April 27th and April 28th, 2024 in Austin, Texas. Jeff, I'll let you lead with that because you know more about in depth than this than I ever will. So thank you.
Okay, so this year, due to what happened in December, we've been invited to the Texas Peace Officer Memorial event down in Austin, and it is, in April 27, 28. And what I've asked, I'll speak to each of you individually, but being it's the first year, inaugural year, where they're you know, showing his name and all that down there on the wall. We'd like the court and ask the county to pay for the hotel rooms for the family and some members of this agency to go down for the event. So the reservations are Friday night through Sunday night. The actual event is mostly on Sunday. They do have stuff throughout the day on Saturday. But Sunday is the actual event where the governor's present and the family will get to meet the governor and all that good stuff. So, and it doesn't end till about 9:30-ish or 10 o'clock at night. So the reason for the Sunday night stay too. I have secured the rooms using a county credit card. It's not been paid for yet, but I would like to use any available funds that we have to pay for that for this year. We have till the 23rd to make a decision. There are some guys that I know are going, but not going down till Saturday, so that reservation for Friday night will be canceled, so it should lessen the cost, okay? The total cost that it comes out, and this includes tax, is for 15 rooms is $11,086.35.
$11,086.35.
Yes, sir. And that includes everybody if they stay Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And like I said, I already have notification from 3 different people that they're not going Friday. So all I gotta do is call them and get that, so it should go down. But I would ask, that we at least get that amount set aside for the room costs. We're not asking for food cost or anything like that. So just the rooms.
If Nikki and Valerie are good with it, I talked to Martin this morning, probably what we'll do if the court, so desires, makes a motion, has a second, so on and so forth. And if they move forward and they approve it, then we'll discuss with our attorneys to make sure where we can take the money from as far as whether it be sales tax dollars, contingency, so we stay out of the gray area.
Yeah. Okay.
So they can approve it, then we'll move forward and see where we actually take the money, because we actually we could use some money that wouldn't even come out of the taxpayers' pockets if that were to be a problem or an issue. So we've got the money, we just need to figure out if the court moves forward with it, where we'll expend it from. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Well, I'll make the motion, we move forward with it, however possible, whatever funds that attorney and auditor, treasurer, all those, we can use.
I have a motion by Wade to expend $11,086.35 for the event for the Peace Officers Memorial in Austin, 27th, 28th, and 29th of April. And I have a second by Richard. Do we have any further questions or comments or discussion? All in favor said motion. That's 4 for and 0 against. Thank y'all very much. All right. Item number 3, discuss, take action to receive grant money for Somervell County Sheriff's Office. They had a grant check, and if I get this wrong, Jeff, you let me know. They had a grant check for $3,213, which we need to receive, and then put it back into sheriff training budget, $3,213 degrees. Is that right? Degrees. Dollars. Is that right, Nikki? Yes. All right. And I swear to God, I'm not high. Okay, yeah. Don't arrest me here. $3,213. Maybe I should be, but. So, do I have a motion to receive the grant money and place the grant money into sheriff training 560403 for the amount of $3,213?
I'll make that.
I have a motion by Richard. Do I have a second?
Second.
Have a second by Jeff. Any further questions or comments? All in favor said motion. That's 4 for, 0 against. If you don't mind, if you just pass this, sorry, we sign that and then send it back down for step, and then once they file it, then we'll get Nikki a copy of it. Okay, item number 4, discuss, take action to install memorial dinosaur at Somervell County Sheriff's Office property. I think, Alan, you probably are leading that up.
I do, thank you, Judge. Last week I was approached by Glenrose Truck, it's Transportation Management, Byron Stinson's company that Stephanie works for, by Christy Brown. And Christy was out of town today since we got it on the agenda so quick. But she asked if I'd speak on her behalf and the company's behalf, and Byron. They would like to purchase one of the dinosaurs that you see around town, and maybe see about putting that out in front of the sheriff's office. They asked Stephanie where she would feel comfortable with it, and she likes a spot there at the office. And so we'd like to go along with her wishes and with y'all's blessing, and maybe pour a concrete foot on each side of this dinosaur pad like we've done out in front of the courthouse. And that way when people aren't running over it, climbing over it, mowers hitting it, weed eaters hitting it, and actually have a concrete base around it, probably 6 to 12 inches on each side of it, extra, just to kind of keep things from happening. And that is county property, so we'd like your blessing and approval to let them go ahead with a private donation from a business to purchase the dinosaur and then put it in front of the sheriff's office.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Wade or commissioners, didn't we have the roll barn do some work when we did Andy's?
We did one on the square and the one at Heritage Park.
Okay, so if y'all move forward, then we can get them involved. And I know we put a protective around Andy's, so however that Alan sees fit to do for his, if y'all are on board, then we'll take care of everything like we did Heritage Park and Andy's, if y'all are good with that.
And on a note, just so we will be cautious, we will check with the sprinkler groups to make sure we're not covering something up to make an issue later. We'll make sure it's sitting in there. I know you always ask that, so I want to make sure covered.
All right, so do I have a motion to move forward with the memorial dinosaur to be placed at Somervell County Sheriff's Office property?
So moved.
Have a motion by Jeff, do I have a
Second.
second? Have a second by Wade, and it's been discussed that Roe Barn will get with y'all and see where you want it and how you want it placed, and then we'll go from there.
Sure.
Any other questions or comments? Yes, sir, Chip.
We're right in the middle of placing an order. I think we have 5 right now, so if you haven't already, talked to anyone, then let me know and I'll make sure we get a 16.
I don't know if she's already been reaching out and got approvals through their company, so I don't know if that talk has happened, but I'm gonna follow up her with the court from this morning, and I'll find out.
Okay, great.
All right, I have a motion and I have a second. Any further questions or discussion? All in favor of said motion? That's 4 for, 0 against. And that concludes the meeting for today. If I have a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Have a motion by Jeff, do I have a second? Have a second by Richard, all in favor? That's 4 for, 0 against. Again, thank everybody for being here and thank everything for
Thank
what
y'all.
you did. Appreciate you.
Thank y'all.
Thank you.
Hey, Jeff. Come on, Jeff. Just move forward with everything.